So I pretty much lost that family. I do apologize, y'all. I got a ladies' women's devotional on my screen, and I tried to clear it off. And here we are starting another video, part 2. But yeah, I lost a lot of family, y'all. A lot of people that I thought was family. But you know what? I feel like I gained the world, right? Even when you've walked away from people that are still speaking about who you were, you are not obligated to be who it is that somebody's putting you in this position to be for their own insecurities, right? There's people I could call right now. They're like, yeah, I remember in 1994 you said, and I'm like, damn, who is it that you are that's stuck in 1994 that still needs me to be somebody that I'm just not anymore? Like, you remember that down to the detail. How long have you relived that moment, right? And it's 2024. And with people like that, all I can say is let them keep whatever they need to keep in order to stay in those moments, in order to learn and grow. And if you are some version of yourself to them at that time, then let them. There's really nothing you can do outside of that, but just continue to grow. You're not obligated to be your 1994 self or your 2004 self. You're not obligated to be the person that you were yesterday. But some people don't see it that way. And it's unfortunate because they lose track of time. Although time is an illusion, they get stuck on a timeline. I've seen it happen. I've seen people crying over stuff that happened 20 years ago. And you know what I took from that? I said, I don't want that to be me. I saw somebody talk about something their whole life, 40, 50 years, about something that happened to them when they were 12. And the first thing I said was, I got to get out of here. I can't be on the end of this conversation again, because it was taking up my life. And I felt, oh, this is the way you be empathetic. No. I had a family member that talked to me about what happened to them from age 12 all the way up into her 40s. And I said, yo, I looked around and looked at the family. I said, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I want to go live my life. You've been struggling with this forever. And I do apologize that I gave you the impression that I wanted to be here on the receiving end of you not being able to move on in life. I love you and I have to go. And so I picked up my bed and I was like, I got to get out of here. I saw myself as an enabler. But on the flip side of things, I didn't see that I could ever offer any form of conversation to them. These are the kind of people that the moment you start talking about yourself or you need their help, they're not emotionally available. Because somewhere, something's gotten lost in dialect, in conversation, that led these people to believe that you didn't need anybody. Right? If it's not about them, then there's no conversation. And I started to reflect over the years and conversations that I had. I said, you know, I don't even know this person. I know this person. They're showing me who they are, so I need to believe that. But I don't know them to the capacity that this is an equal give and take relationship. And who do I talk to? It was the best thing since sliced bread, because one, you learn to lean on yourself. And two, you start to be around people that are compassionate, but not in a trauma bonding way. We don't need to have these old fashioned conversations about 1999 and 2004 for 20 years, 30 years. It robs you of the vitality of life. Why would you rob yourself like that, right? Don't do yourself that injustice. Real spill. So let's just get back to what the angels are saying. So the angels are saying, listen, how do you deal with those times that have shown your inner resilience? That's your badge of honor. You survived, you overcame. Celebrate that every single day. Back to the birthday every single day. Yes, every single day you get up. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. They're like, oh, your birthday's in May. Your birthday's in August. Why? Every day's my birthday. Who said? Whose cookie cutter idea am I living up to outside of my own? Me and my higher self are well with me, and I am well with me, then that's okay with me. So I'm going to celebrate every single day like it's my birthday. And it absolutely reminds you too to stay in that reborn, newborn energy, new beginning energy, celebrated every day. Let's do it. It says that in itself is an inspiration, not only to yourself, but to others. It becomes contagious. Keep shining your light. Thank you, Spirit. I didn't know I was going to go this deep, y'all, because this was just supposed to be one video. But you know, sometimes the universe has its own plans. And so because we are going with the flow, I'm not going to go against the grain. Spirit is saying, trust yourself more. Know that you're in the right place at the right time. Right opportunities are coming in. Right opportunities will absolutely present themselves in divine timing. Be expecting of that. Get into an energy of expectance. So I'm in an energy of expectance and gratitude. I'm excited. I know that good opportunities are coming my way. I cannot miss them. Get excited about the future again. Don't fear the future, because 2025 has got a lot going on, especially politically. Give us some angel numbers. What's our angel numbers? Can we get an angel number for today? 5-5, master number. This is about self-mastery. This says substantial changes in the future are coming. So embrace those changes. A need to overcome all insecurities and let your fears go. I am evolving, right? So 55 is a master number. This is about self-mastery, going within, being willing to evolve, right? It's like, how does one get in the position where they're willing to evolve? One has to sit down and have an honest conversation with themselves and say, you know what? We really need to stop thinking about this or talking about this in the quiet of self, not the conversations that people are privy to, but the private conversations. Only you know you better than you. You know when I know myself is when I'm sitting in a bathtub, literally naked, looking at everything on my body, talking to myself, looking at what it is that I feel like on a physical level, or looking at my physical body. Then am I very, very honest with myself, right? That's when I really have real conversations. That's when I really know where my mind is at. That's when I have to be willing to close those spiritual doors, because I'm so much for everybody all the time. Even with the personal readings, y'all, I had to pull back on the personal readings because I felt as though for some people, it was enabling them to stay in these toxic situations. I had one person come back 3 times and spend over $400, right? It wasn't the money. It's the time and the energy. Because as a true divine spiritual practitioner, just like I want for myself, for me to get it, I hope that you get to a level where you get it, and I hope that you get it out of one reading. That's my hope. Or if we check in, you know, in 6 months, but to keep coming back to back is a sign of codependency. It's a sign of fear. It's a sign of refusing to look at your circumstances that are a true reflection of yourself. 12:22 on the clock. And so unfortunately, I had to stop doing those because Spirit was telling me, listen, don't enable these people. Don't enable them. Right? A lot of people misunderstood those readings. The readings are really just to confirm your intuition and lead you back to self, not back to me for another reading. Because then it becomes a game of toxicity for me because it's draining. I'm like, didn't we go over this in the last reading? Didn't we establish the fact that your ex is still doing spirituality, witchcraft over you? Okay, so what parts of you has not evolved to the point where the witchcraft is not going to work anymore? And that's a real conversation. And I had to get real with some people. I literally had to get real, like, no, you're missing the point of what this is about. Because once you have a real spirit guide like myself come in, and I'm able to help you navigate through different parts of your soul's mission by way of timelines, you now have to take the steering wheel and you have to drive your own car. Nobody's going to pull for you. You could go to another reader. There's readers out there, honestly, child, that'll take all your money. And guess what? They're doing magic over you. You know why? Because they see you as somebody that doesn't want to master themselves. So they're like, okay, you want to keep giving me your money? Okay, I'll keep taking it. And they'll tell you the same thing over and over. Was him and the karmic still together? Was him to this? Well, I moved on. I don't want, well, why are you still talking about him? What you feed grows, right? That's why I really wanted to do more of those Akashic record readings, which is still something that I'm going to tap into, right? If y'all hear that high frequency in the background, yeah, that's for high vibrations. That's a real frequency. One of the highest frequencies, just so you know. I just heard it go in and out, but my ears are always ringing, so I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. But needless to say, one has to get to a point where they understand the purpose for opening up those spiritual doors is to help you navigate your way through your soul's mission, or whatever lifetime or karmic debt that needs to be paid by way of your ancestors. They need to adhere to their higher calling, right? It's not a joke. People are like, oh, I'm just getting a reading. No, not with me. Not with me. I got to pray. I got to fast. I got to light white candles. I got to bring light to the situation. I got to say, Spirit, hey, are you giving me permission to open up this door? Not everybody's ancestors are nice. Some of them are angry. Some of them don't support your soul's mission. Some of them are in purgatory. Some of them made contracts in this life and they had a hard time, right? So just to be calling on all your ancestors is not, it's a no. Yeah, no. But just know that you are the new ancestor, so you need to act accordingly so that hopefully your offspring won't be lost. They won't have to wake up or stay woke. Why we gotta stay woke? Who keeps going back to sleep? And why? Willingly going back to sleep. Whenever somebody keeps going back into the same timeline, I had one person come to me, and this is not to negate the fact that they're navigating their soul's journey. You just can't use me as a catalyst to be in a codependent situation. I'm just not going to be that practitioner for you, right? Be that as it may, I had somebody come back 4, 5, 6 times asking me the same question. I just kept returning the lady's money. I said, look, I don't know what this is about. Then I said, oh, you could be a vampire. You could be an energy harvester. You got to be. Ain't no way in your right mind you coming over here getting no 10, 15 readings back to back like this. There's no way. Within a 30-day, what are you? And you're asking me the same things over and over. So I had to read into the energy. I was like, oh, this is somebody that wants to feed off of my energy. Okay. So you got to be mindful. Because people like this come along in real life, y'all, not just getting readings. To all my spiritual practitioners, energetically to keep tapping into your, what did you say? Well, I don't remember, and I don't, and then they get mad when you don't give them access to your energy. No, that's not the way it works. You're here to satisfy your higher version of yourself and make it back to source. That's it. With the hopes that you become unscathed by these energies that want to suck off your energy, that don't want to adhere to karmic law. No. So the angels are saying mastery. Substantial change is coming. This could also represent you needing to let go of certain things, diet, people, places, things that you watch on the television. Remember, everything is telling you something. The music, I don't know, I just felt that for somebody. Okay? Yeah. 5-5 represents changes. They're coming. And to let go of fear, like literally get up every day and just eliminate fear. Fear not, for the Most High is with you. So the number 19, independence and self-sufficiency, are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life in the work that you are in. You aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve life's desires. I am a pioneer. Something about just starting, just doing it, right? That's a good message for me, because there's something that I need to start, y'all. Ooh, and I've been dragging my feet. I had to have a conversation with myself like, girl, what is going on? And I had to get to the root of it. I was like, oh, it's going to ignite some emotions that I might have to revisit and relive. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. But now I'm like, afraid of what? Most of what has already happened has already happened. It has no power over me now. The only thing I can do is use it as a tool. So start the project. Okay, that's me having a conversation with myself like, girl, get over it. The number 4, you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock and the hard work and perseverance that makes you dependable as a friend to yourself, as a partner to yourself and others, and as a colleague. I always say, in order to be a decent friend, be a friend to yourself first. Do you like you? In order to ask for a lover, do you love you? Do you like you? What about you? Okay. You don't like that about you? Okay, so are you doing anything to change it? Or are you waiting for somebody to change this? Or like, seriously, these are real conversations, right? So something about I am stable, being emotionally, physically, financially, mentally stable, primarily spiritually stable. Because if you're spiritually stable, if I'm walking around saying, you know what, I'm spiritually stable, I'm sound, which means my discernment and my intuition is working just fine, right? Like clockwork. I'm adhering to myself. I'm being obedient. I'm giving myself what it is that I want other people to give me. And I'm a walking, breathing example of that. I'm a natural boundary. People know, hey, yeah, no, don't talk to her like that because she don't talk to herself like that. Yeah, even if they don't pick that up on a conscious level and they come across you and they're unconscious, something in them is going to have to respect the fact that you got some type of high energy in you. Something is like, hey, listen, okay, I don't care what you do with yourself, but here's my boundary. And I speak my truth with love, because this is the way I talk to myself. So I can easily say that to others, right? So stability, you could be saying 444, 555, letting you know the changes are coming. Yeah, I am perceptive. Number 16 came out. It says you have an inquisition. Inquisition. Charles, knock it off. What does it say? You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings and wisdom. A wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. So for those of you, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting like spiritual practitioner. There's a lot of you that are really supposed to be doing something similar to what I'm doing, which is sharing your positive affirmations, what has helped you. There's a group of people that need to hear it the way you need to say it. That's like me. I'm not for everybody. But you could be for a certain group of people that need to hear this same message just in a different way. Positivity really doesn't change. It's just kind of the way people present it. Yeah, it's 12:31 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Things are in divine order. So a lot of you are being pushed to the forefront, okay, in the public eye. I know it could be a little scary, but remember, we're eliminating fear. Yeah. We're eliminating fear. The first time I came out the gate, listen, I had gone through so much fear. I had to overcome it. It was like spirit just dropped me in a big old bucket of cold water. It was like, go. And I went right to the platform. I'm like, dang, I'm out here in the public eye. What is it that I need to say? Who is it that I need to talk to? What is it that I need to say, child? I forgot that the camera was rolling just like I am now. And I just started talking to people the way I would want somebody to talk to me. And I wanted to keep it real. Because too many times do you find people that will sell you a pipe dream for the right price. Okay? Only to benefit themselves. I'm so glad that those relationships no longer exist, that we are discerning, that we are intuitively knowing where we're going for self. This is the age of the awakening. Self. In balance, though. Not so selfish that we're so preoccupied with self that we don't care about the world. There's a balance there. But how can I care for you if myself is starving? So I refuse to starve myself out of nutrients. I refuse to starve myself out of self-love. I refuse that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That has never worked in any circumstance. It's only left me depleted. And now that I have those lessons, I have to take the wisdom and I now have to apply it, right? 12:33 on the clock. So a lot of you are being called to come into the public eye, share your wisdom. The way you do it is the way that you do it. Everybody's not going to do it the way you do it. That's what makes us also really authentic and different and unique, right? I love that for us. I love y'all though. This was interesting. I feel like I got a lot out of it. I hope you all did too. Comment down below, show some love, drop a heart, drop a smiley face, drop an angel, drop a hug. Wrap your arms around yourself and say, you know what? I got every right to be here. I love myself. I love you so much. I love every single part of you. And the universe is supporting me in everything that I do. I love me. I love me, which helps me love you. Drop a heart. I love y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, as always, peace be with you.